first matter left from the August 11th hearing. It's the application of Goden Street Incorporated. Kevin Trainer, manager, has applied to transfer the all-alcoholic beverages restaurant license currently held by Ton Venture Group, LLC, doing business as Hit Wicket at 1172 Cambridge Street. Current license is issued as of 1 a.m. and the applicant is applying to operate from 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. Sunday through Wednesday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. Thursday through Saturday, with a seating capacity of 72 and total occupancy of 99. Applicant is also applying for an alteration of premise and an entertainment license to include live music with amplification for a one-person band, radio, music that can be played below, at, or above conversation level, and 8 TVs.
I just wanted to say preliminarily, so I am the acting chair of the License Commission, replacing Andrea Jackson temporarily. And I did not participate as a commissioner at the August 11th hearing, so I will not be voting on the matters that are before the commission today. I may participate in the discussion, but I'm not going to vote.
Good morning, my name is Scott Wolf from the law firm of Schlossberg LLC, representing Kevin Trainer, Goden Street Inc. as the applicants.
Counsel, would you spell your first name?
Of course, Scott, S-C-O-T-T,
Yep.
Wolf, W-O-L-F. So at the preliminary hearing two and a half weeks ago, we presented the application, and there was some community feedback regarding the hours for the weekend, as well as the live entertainment requested by the applicants. As part of coming here today, we did some outreach to the community, had meetings with not just the direct abutters, but with anyone who decided to come to an open meeting that Mr. Trainer had at the premises, which included direct abutters plus other people who live on Cambridge Street. Each of the direct abutters consents to the project. There are other abutters who are opposed to the late opening hours on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, as well as many abutters expressed concerns about noise. A few concessions that Mr. Trainer has agreed to make as part of this application would be to reduce the opening hours on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday to 1 a.m.
When you're saying opening hours,
I'm sorry, closing hours, yes.
Okay.
11 a.m. to 1 a.m. on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, as well as to drop in the entertainment license, the request for the live entertainment. And that's after discussions with the abutters during the open meeting.
Councilor, I also noticed in some correspondence that I received that there was a concern about the 9 o'clock and the windows and things like that, and I think Mr. Trainer made some representations that he was willing to make concessions on that front as well. So I just want to make sure that's...
Like the Cambridge Street.
Yeah, the windows would be closed after 9 o'clock every night. And I've already talked to the landlord. He's doing extensive work upstairs. We've already, regarding the soundproofing, we're going to make sure that everything's totally soundproof before we open.
Was there an alteration on the above conversation level request, or is that still part of the application?
That's still part of the application. The nature of a pub and restaurant is that no one likes a quiet bar or a quiet restaurant or a quiet pub. And above conversation level, it's not dance club level. It's merely you can hear the music and speak at the same time. At conversation level, sometimes the music can get drowned out by the conversation, and it's almost impossible to measure, well, what is conversation level. So to have it above isn't to say that it's that it's going to be at some excessive noise. It's just if you walk into a restaurant and people are talking, you can also hear the music. At conversation level, you may not be able to discern the music against the conversation. So that's the rationale for maintaining the request in the application.
Also, I just want to say I visited at least 20 bars in that neighbourhood, and everyone talks about the Druid, which I helped open. It's very hard to distinguish what is above conversation level, but it's not like we're going to be having it really loud. Just barely where you can hear it, you know. We want to be successful, you know, and we want to reach out to the younger population in that neighbourhood, yeah.
And it is consistent with the prior license, to my knowledge.
So one lingering issue that I think the residents brought up, and it's a little bit tricky, is just really how you manage your patrons outside the restaurant, making sure that, particularly at closing, you don't have a gathering there and a lot of noise and disruption. Also, during the course of, and we've had this in other establishments where you can only go to capacity. So we've seen other establishments that reach capacity and then the patrons wait outside.
Yeah,
So
yeah, of course.
if your business is going to be popular, just making sure that you have some business plans in place or operational plans in place that are going to effectively manage and control people who may be waiting outside to get in. Or also, because you can't smoke inside, trying to keep, again, I think in a diplomatic way, keeping people away from Tremont Street in terms of smoking and things like that, and a lot of conversation. We understand that, you know, you just can't go out there and be draconian about it, but you know, I think if there's some effort on your part to kind of regulate what the activity is, particularly if it's being drawn to your business,
Yeah.
I think that'll go a long way with the neighbors as well.
I try to address that. You know, I can't guarantee
Sure,
that they
yeah.
can't go down Tremont Street. But my idea of 25 years of experience, I ran a 500 capacity club in Boston at one stage. It was a big college hangout. I have a lot of experience. My idea would be definitely have a door staff and to keep them to the right side where Puritan is, the restaurant next door to me. I will do my utmost. I have experience. I'll take one of my best door guys, probably from the Phoenix Landing, and he will regulate it as best as possible. We will try and keep them away from Tremont Street and guide them towards Cambridge Street as much as we can. Can I guarantee it? No. Uber has been a great thing for our business. I will make sure that the Ubers and the taxis come, you know, we'll have them, try and get them out there as quick as possible. I'll keep them inside, you know, inside the door till we can keep them inside to 1:30. Try and disperse them in a nice, orderly manner. You know, that's all we can do. I have loads of experience, and that's all I can say on that.
No, I think it's going to go a long way with the neighbors, at least if you're demonstrating, you're making those efforts to do those kinds of things. The other thing I'm just curious about, are you planning to have any audio or recording equipment at the doorway?
You mean like cameras?
Cameras.
I would plan on cameras, yes. We have them at the Phoenix. They've come in very handy on certain things, yeah.
So, Mr. Train, is this your intention that the door people will be a crowd control manager,
Yeah, and I'm going to be on premises too.
and you're aware of the crowd control manager?
Absolutely, I've done
staff?
all that, yeah. I'm 25 years in the business. I know it's, the last thing I want is some of the neighbours in Tremont Street coming in.
And any other issues, you just mentioned it, and just to be above board is that, you know, you must keep that entrance clear, so you can't stack people on the entrance while they're trying to leave as well,
Yeah.
so.
Well, the good thing about our new plan, we have 2 doors for entry, so there will be a gap, you know, so that
So
could
that
help the
plan.
sound, you know, pollution, and we can keep people inside the front door and disperse them in an orderly manner when the Ubers or taxis arrive, you know. So there will be a better system. The plan is to put in a new entrance, which has a foyer and then another door, so that should help the soundproofing.
On the entertainment, I just want to be sure I heard this right. Did you say no live music?
No live music,
Okay. So you will, so not even acoustic?
not even acoustic.
Okay.
So no amplification?
No amplification at all. I removed that off because of the neighbours' concerns. Yes.
Mr. Chair, just for clarification, I did review the file for the prior licensee, and they had not applied for above conversation level. It was actually below conversation level.
I'm sorry, my apologies. My apologies. So it would be a change from the prior use, but our rationale remains the same. I may have been one of the few people who did go to that bar beforehand, and it was very quiet. It didn't have a vibe. So that's just personal representation.
But to be clear, we're talking about something that's above conversation level, but not excessive.
Not excessive, absolutely.
Obviously, we have a host of licensees out there who have above conversation level
Yeah.
for that purpose, but also with the understanding that it's not going to be.
Well, my plan is to serve food late every night.
It's not going to get into the club level.
Absolutely not. This is more, as I go back to where my restaurant, Downtown Crossing, the merchant's the exact same, with music above conversation level. We don't have DJs. It's a restaurant, stroke bar, and that's
And that was my final one, even though it's not live, but DJs, you don't plan on having
no
DJs?
DJs at all.
Because DJs have a propensity to get loud, no matter what you say.
Yeah, well, we have DJs and things. It's a totally different vibe in this
Okay.
restaurant. Yeah.
Are there any more questions?
No other questions?
All set.
I do
Is
have
there-
a letter from a counselor to me that he asked that I read into the record. He says he's writing to lend support to the application for Golden Street Incorporated. Mr. Trainer has operated other businesses in Cambridge for many years and has an excellent reputation as a responsible business owner. Mr. Trainer has held a community meeting to discuss his new business, and while he has met some opposition on certain items, he has taken steps to compromise. As I understand, Mr. Trainer will be asking for a 1 a.m. closing rather than the initial 2 a.m. closing, which is more in line with what the neighbors desire and is more in line with other inns where business decisions such as these are difficult to make, but Mr. Trainer has made a good faith effort to compromise with his neighbors to help these concerns. Mr. Trainer has a great concept for a restaurant with facade improvement will enhance the streetscape along Cambridge Street. Inman Square and Cambridge Street continue to be a culinary destination, and I hope Mr. Trainer's business will continue to add to that culture. Thank you for taking this into consideration.
Did you have anything further you wanted to add?
I think we've covered everything.
No, I think we've adequately, I hope that the board understands we've adequately made our best efforts to address the neighbors' concerns, and hope the board acts favorably on our application.
So to be clear, we're talking 11 a.m., 1 a.m. all week.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion. I make a motion to approve the application with the following stipulations. One, that there'll be a 1 a.m. closing for the nights of operation. That secondly, there's an agreement with respect to reducing the sound levels after 9 p.m., whether that's with the closing of the windows and things like that. And then thirdly, what's the third piece? And the modifications to the entertainment license as described with a 6-month review.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you very much.